Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Andrew and I've just recently gotten my real estate license and I wanted to shed some light on what the process was like. So in this video, I'd like to address some of these questions and go through the pros and cons of becoming a real estate agent. Like what do you have to do to get your license? How were the courses and how was the state exam? So firstly, what is a real estate agent? So a real estate agent is a professional licensed by the Department of Real Estate, also known as a DRE, who arranges real estate transactions. They get paid a small commission for bringing buyers and sellers together while acting as their representative in negotiations. Usually, this commission is a percentage of the property's purchase price, but I'll get more into that later. So what types of people get their real estate license? So there's a spectrum of the types of people that get their real estate license. On one end, there's the casual licensee that gets their license to facilitate the purchase of their own homes and properties, maybe other investment properties. And on the other side of the spectrum, there's the hardcore investor agent who's buying, selling, flipping, and holding tons of properties. There are a lot of reasons why someone would want to get their license, so let's go and look into the pros. So what are some pros? So the first is the flexibility. So as a real estate agent, you have complete control of your hours. You don't have to work that traditional 9 to 5, and you choose when you want to work so that you have the flexibility to go to, say, your child's sporting events, or maybe spending more time with family. The job is completely flexible because you are able to be your own boss and set your own hours. So the second reason is scalable income. This is one of those industries where your income is uncapped, meaning you have unlimited potential to make a ton of money. If you're good at sales and you're good at closing deals, you're going to make a ton of money. As a real estate agent, you're not guaranteed to make a dime, but that also means that there's no limit on the amount of money that you can earn. So let me walk you through the process of making a 6-figure income in real estate. So the average price of a home in California is $600,000, and the real estate commission is around 6%. This 6% is split between the buyer's agent and the seller's agent. So each agent in this transaction will make around 3% of the total property's purchase price. So in this example, if you sold a $600,000 home and you got paid a 3% commission, that means you're gonna make $18,000 pre-tax in that one transaction. So in a year, you need to sell around 6 houses to make a 6-figure income, and the sky's the limit at that point. So the third reason is that real estate is a people's business. So if you love talking to people, you love networking and building relationships with people, then this is the job for you. You're constantly doing different things and talking to all sorts of people. On one day, you could be prospecting all day, trying to find new listings or generating new leads. You could be going door to door and asking homeowners whether they are willing to sell. On another day, you might be performing a home inspection or hosting an open house for potential buyers. Every day is going to be a different day and you're constantly doing different things. So if you value this, then this is the job for you. So the fourth pro is that it's very easy to get your real estate license. It's just a few courses and a state exam, and that's about it. Basically, anyone can get their real estate license as long as they're 18 or older. And I'll explain more into how to get your real estate license later in this video, as well as some easy tips that helped me pass my exam on the first try. These tips will help you fast track your studying and help you pass too. So stick around and give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below to get more amazing content. Fifth, you get an amazing return on your investment. This was perhaps one of the biggest reasons I chose to get my real estate license. Think of getting your real estate license as an investment in yourself. So to become a real estate agent in California, it'll cost you $60 to take the licensing exam, $245 to get licensed by the state, and right now it's less than $90 to get your pre-licensing courses through Real Estate Express. I took the same course online through Real Estate Express, and they provide a lot of cool content like flashcards and prep material to help you succeed. They have a variety of online and in-person classes that you can choose from, but all in all, it costs you around $400 to get your license. This means that if you only get your license to purchase your own home, then that one transaction would have already paid for all your licensing material and more. Instead of that commission going towards the realtor that you hire, that commission directly comes back to you so that you can put it towards a down payment on your home or say remodeling a kitchen for your wife. Plus, you'll probably even get business through your friends and family. And they'll likely come to you when the time comes to buy or sell their home. So it's almost a no-brainer to get your license. Always choose to invest in yourself, invest in your skills, and control your future. Take the first step today to get your license. Do whatever it takes because no day is better than today to change your life and make a difference in other people's lives tomorrow. So the sixth reason is that you help people build wealth. Purchasing a home is probably one of the biggest assets a person is ever going to make in an entire lifetime. And there's plenty of benefit in owning real estate. I mean, to list a few, you can generate cash flow through real estate, through say renting or house hacking. And houses will generally appreciate in time, meaning the price of the house will increase just by owning it. If you look at this chart, it shows that historically, the average sale price of a home in the US trends upwards, meaning that the home prices are generally increasing each and every year. Land is a limited asset, and you can't just make any more of it, and people will always need houses, so there's always going to be a market for it. So a third reason how you help people build wealth through real estate is through the power of leveraging. And leveraging is the use of borrowed capital or debt to increase the potential return of an investment. Some even consider it an eighth wonder of the world, because you can gain massive amounts of wealth in a short period of time. So the seventh and final pro is the tax deductions. You can get a lot of tax breaks by being a real estate agent. As an agent, you can potentially write off your car, the gas, and even meals with clients. You can write off any business expenses associated with the job, and it gets reduced off your taxable income. But talk to a CPA to get more information on this. When you own real estate, you're also able to defer paying taxes with incentive programs like the 1031 exchange. And a 1031 exchange allows you to swap properties of equal or greater value than the one you sell, and allows you to defer paying taxes on that transaction. And you can use this tactic indefinitely, but there will come a day when you want to cash your profits, so you'll eventually still have to pay taxes on those houses. This is how the rich keep getting richer through real estate. They swap from that $100,000 house into $1 million house before they even think about paying taxes. So with all the good that comes with having your real estate license and owning real estate, I also find it very important to look at the downsides because it isn't for everyone. So the first con is that there are no income safety nets. This job is entirely commission-based, and there's also a ton of competition out there because getting your license is so easy. After doing some research, I found out that in May 2020, there are about 93,795 active real estate brokers in California, and only about 439,200 homes sold. This means that that's about 4 homes per broker if it were split evenly, but it's not. So this will mean that it will be very difficult to get listings, and there are no income safety nets in place for real estate agents. Real estate agents are independent contractors, so they don't work like a traditional employee. They don't work that 9 to 5, and they don't get a salary. So income will vary month by month. The real estate competition is very fierce, so this is definitely something to keep in mind. So the second con is that there's going to be slow income in the beginning. When you first start your journey, it's going to be really slow. Expect $0 months and no sales in the first 3 to 6 months. It's going to take some time to build those relationships and getting those connections. In some months, you might sell multiple properties and your income is going to skyrocket. But in other months, it might not be the same and your income is going to be next to nothing. When you first get your license, you're not going to be knowing what you're doing since you're just learning the skills and learning your market. You're learning the process and everything that is needed to close a deal, so this will be reflected in the income that's going to come in. So the third con is that there are long grinding hours. This is a sales job at the end of the day. You're gonna have to grind sometimes and go past that 9 to 5, and that's just a fact. On the outside, it looks like it's a job that anyone can do, but if you aren't willing to put in the work, grind, cold call, go door to door, then it won't take long before you drop out. So the fourth and final con I'm gonna be going over today is lawsuits. Real estate agents are vulnerable when it comes to getting sued. There's a ton to do in a real estate transaction that has to be completed correctly in a timely and efficient manner. Sometimes things slip through the cracks, making it all too easy to get a lawsuit in your hands. The slightest mistake can end up costing you a fortune, a lot of stress, and worst of all, tarnish your reputation. Hopefully it doesn't happen to you and there are processes in place to prevent this from happening, but it does happen and it's something to keep in mind. So now the fun part. How do you get your real estate license? So like I said, first, you need to be at least 18 years old or older. Second, you need to have a clean record because the conviction of a crime may result in the denial of a license. And third, you need to pass 3 college-level courses before you are even eligible to take the state exam. So the first course you got to take is called the Real Estate Principles. This course is designed to give you an overview of agent relationships, closing procedures, and guidelines. The second course you got to take is called the Real Estate Practice, and this course is designed to give you the practical on-the-job skills to be successful in the industry. And the last and third course you got to take is an elective of your choice, and you can choose from this list I personally took the property management course because I'd like to manage a few properties one day, but do whatever interests you and provides value for you long term. So theoretically, you can finish these courses within 54 days, and this is the minimum completion time as stated by the DRE. Though you can take up to a year to finish these courses from the date of your enrollment. Once you pass these course exams, you'll receive a certificate of completion, meaning you're finally eligible to take the state exam. Next, you gotta mail a physical application to the DRE, which would take 6 to 8 weeks to process. I definitely recommend setting this application right when you pass these courses, just because it takes so long to process. It took me 3 months to get my test date set up, so you'll have plenty of time to study during this application period and prepare for the state exam. So what are some tips that helped me pass my exam on the first try? So I dedicated a few hours every day for a month leading up to the exam to just study practical questions. Practice is the best way to understand the material and prepare you for the types of questions they'll likely ask on the exam. From all the researching and redditing, I found that there were 2 main test sets that immensely helped people pass their exam. So the first was from none other, the famous prep agent from YouTube. For only $99, you can get access to a database full of questions from all the different topics on the exam. And the second was from Chamberlain, and they have an incredible library of questions as well. And I have links to these 2 test sets down below, so make sure to check them out. So these test banks basically emulate the type of questions you're likely going to receive on the state exam. And if you can pass their practice tests with say a 90% or above, you're likely going to pass the state exam too. When I was taking my state exam, I found that exam to be slightly more difficult than the sample questions in these test sets. The state exam phrases these questions just a little bit differently, so it may be confusing if you hadn't seen these type of questions before and became familiar with them. Though the fundamentals are the same. I think the exam would have been a lot more difficult if I hadn't used these test preps, but there are a lot of free resources online. Another tip I have is watching a prep agent on YouTube. Joe's a long-time educator in this industry and has done so for so many years. He's able to explain all the real estate concepts in a way that everyone can understand, and he has a lot of free content on his YouTube channel, so make sure to check him out and get a deeper understanding about real estate. Lastly, I just want to emphasize that you don't need to buy these test preps if you don't want to. They are super helpful, though the internet is a big place. You can find a lot of this free test prep all online, on Quizlet. I mean, just Google it, it's free. Preparation is the key to your success. Stay disciplined, practice every single day for an hour or two for a month or two leading up to your exam. And you'll be ready for any of the types of questions that the state exam will throw at you. I also linked my real estate study guide down below, so make sure to check it out and see the notes that I took on key concepts that I struggled with. So what do you do after getting your license? So if you made it this far, congratulations on getting your real estate license. You made the first step, and this is just the start of your real estate journey. So after getting your salesperson's license, you're likely going to have to hang your license with a broker. So what this means is that you're basically working under a broker to learn the skills, the processes, and how to close a transaction. They're likely going to take a cut of your commissions when you're first starting out, and there's a lot of different types of brokerages that you can sign up with. So I definitely recommend doing your research in your local area and online to see the types of brokerages that are fit for you. I hope this video helped give you a better understanding of the process of becoming a real estate agent and getting your license. Get started now. Getting your real estate license will put you one step closer to becoming financially free. It's really not that hard to get, and it's not that expensive either. This isn't something you have to do full time, and it can be used as an additional source of income to supplement your full-time job. So if you like this video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.